Let's talk about perseverance. Perseverance is your superpower. Listen, if you are trying to leave your job and you're ready to go start your business, listen, I applaud you for that. That is a big step, like for real. And you're going to need perseverance. You're going to need discipline also. Discipline is super important. I remember for me, when I got started, it was 2009 and I had this big dream. Like I'm sure you have this big dream and you want to leave your job and you want to jump out. You know what I mean? I want to say first that you can do it. I also want to say make your dream as big as possible and then work backwards, right? Build up to that dream. You know, like your infrastructure, your systems, is everything. All of that is important. So while you are working a job that you actually hate, that you do not like, this is the perfect time to build your systems and your infrastructure around this big dream that you said that you had. And this is what I want to say. It's going to take intentionality. Right? Like you're not going to be able to spend time with your significant other. You're not going to be able to spend a whole lot of time with your kids, but you can be intentional. Intentionality is super important when you're building a business and you are working. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to spend some time on the business, man. You're going to lose some sleep. It is what it is. So when you are building something like this here, that's what it's going to take. And it's going to take perseverance. It's going to get hard, but you can do it. Like you can pull through. I'm telling you, I was at Checkers making like $50,000 a year. You feel what I'm saying? And so, like, you know, you trying to just, you know, like you're just trying to come up with these new ideas because you know this money is not enough. Like, you know, it's not enough, right? Like, so when we and I don't like to call it a dead end job, but it's like you in a dead end job and the money is not enough. This money is not going to grow me where I want to be. It's not going to make me be everything that God is calling me to be. And I know what that's like. Like, I really understand that. So listen, what I'm saying is take your time, build your business the right way. If you can get a coach, please get a coach. It will help you collapse time. Now, what does that mean when you collapse time? That means that they have spent the time building businesses themselves, right? And you get to learn from them. So you get to jump a lot of spots. You get to jump a lot of spaces. I'm not advocating to be your coach. If you're in the e-commerce entrepreneur space, then yes. But if you're just watching and, you know, you're one of those people who trying to lead a job, all I want to speak to you today is perseverance, that you could persevere through. You see what I'm saying? So even when I'm talking to my students in the Ground Up Academy, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about perseverance. I'm talking about, set the big goal, start from the bottom and go. Right? Every single day, whatever you got to do, whatever you're working on, you know what I'm saying? Work on it every single day. Small wins is where it's at because we love instant gratification. That's just how we build. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes we try to do these big old things, but no, it's just persevering through all the small wins. And if you could persevere through all the small wins, boy, you could do something with that joy. Like literally, it could be a game changer for you. And that's what I want. That's what I want for your business. This is what I want for you, right? So that you persevere, so that you do all the things that God called you to do. I show up here because this is what God called me to do. He called me to encourage, to give business tips, to coach e-commerce entrepreneurs. That's what he called me to. So I show up in the marketplace regardless of how I feel. And you're going to have to show up regardless of how you feel. No matter what's going on, you got to show up. You feel what I'm saying? And you might be in a season where you're just planting seeds right now. Plant those seeds. You have no control over the wind, over the rain, over the sun. You have no control over that, but plant those seeds anyway. You might be in a nurturing season. Nurture your business, right? The harvest is coming, but you got to keep going. You got to stay diligent. You got to persevere. Perseverance is the only thing that's going to get you through to that goal that you said that you want, that goal that you have written down, that goal that is on your vision board. I want you to keep going. We need you out here in the marketplace.